Hey up there, I'm trying a new perspective. Okay, today we're going to talk about parents who overfeed their kids to the point where they're so fat, and then they wonder why the hell they're fat in the first place. Now, before I start this little rant video, I just want to say something. I know there's going to be some idiots out there like, oh, you're a hypocrite because you're fat and you're talking about fat kids. Well, let me tell you something. I am far from being obese. See? Not that bad. I'm not that overweight. I'm just a little bit overweight. I'm talking about kids who are like 2 years old and they're like 90 pounds. These are the type of kids you see on the Maury show. And I'm sick of seeing these kids because these parents need to be, held accountable. This should be held accountable for child abuse. Let me explain. You see these idiots on the Maury show parading their little whale of a kid, like 5 years old, and they're like 100 pounds. So they kind of look like Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka, And they're, it's the same type of shit every day. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She just keeps eating. I got an idea. Stop feeding your fucking kid. They had this one idiot mom on the Maury show. She had like a 2-year-old daughter who's like 90 pounds. You want to know why? You're going to love this. Every day she feeds the little brat fried pork fat. Let me repeat that. This idiot mom feeds her 2-year-old daughter fried pork fat. And she wonders why she's so huge. Hey, I got an idea. Stop feeding your kid pure fried pork fat. They act like they're so helpless. One family even tried putting a lock on the refrigerator so the little chubbykins wouldn't try to get the food. But he broke the lock off. Let me tell you something. If you're feeding your kid to the point where they're so fat and big that they can break off locks off of refrigerators, who knows what they're going to do when they're grown up? Now, I understand they're not doing it on purpose. They're just freaking retarded or something, because there has got to be a limit to what you feed your kid. Certainly, there has to be some sort of sign that your kid's getting way too fat. Like, maybe your 2-year-old kid, you overfeed him to the point where he has to wear adult Pampers. I mean, it shouldn't have to go to that point. It's sick. It's disgusting. I saw this one kid. You've probably seen her before. She's 5 years. Her name's Jessica. I've seen this on YouTube. 5 years old. 100 pounds, I believe it was. She's so big for her age that she needs to take a break to catch her breath every 3 seconds when she walks. That's child abuse. These parents have got to stop overfeeding their kids. If, one parent on Maury was like, I have to keep feeding him or else he'll whine and cry. Put duct tape over his mouth. And as for the kid who's breaking off locks, it's not really going to do much good if you just put the lock over the handle of the refrigerator. You need to chain that sumbitch. My advice to that family is to weld the frickin' fridge shut. This is just a perfect example of parents not taking responsibility for their actions. Oh, and get this, I just started checking my personal messages right now, and I got something from Nintendo Maniac, one of my subscribers, and he tells me that Kellogg is getting sued by a bunch of soccer moms who are complaining that the cereals are making their kids fat. No joke. No joke. Nothing mentioned about them overfeeding their kids. Nothing mentioning them about setting a limit to what their kids eat. See what I mean? So now they're going to have to take out shitloads of sugar and shitloads of fat, and they have to stop marketing them toward kids, meaning there's no more mascots, no more Toucan Sam, no more Toby the Tiger, and this is really pisses me off. This is just a great example of parents blaming everyone but themselves about what happens to their kids. They're the ones who choose the sugary cereal and feed it to their freaking kids. Just like they're the ones that choose to buy the mature-rated games to show little Timmy and who bitch at GameStop the very same day for selling the games in the first place. And another thing that boggles me, you know, back in the day, doctors are like, oh, if your kid's fat, don't tell him so because that'll lower his confidence. So just kind of like lower his diet a little bit at a time so he doesn't notice. So now they're saying, maybe you should tell your kid he's fat so that he'll do something about it. Isn't that what they should have done in the first place? Bottom line, if your kid's fat, it's your fault. You're the one who overfed him. You're the one who bought him all the shit for him to shove him down his throat. And you're the one who bought the cereal. Quit blaming shit for your kid's problems because it is all on you. Big Al, over and out.